What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Monday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt. And yes, we are back in America, back in Las Vegas. And oh my gosh, what a day I have had. So here's the thing. If I don't make any sense today, if I say things wrong today, just understand that I have been traveling for 15 consecutive hours. And I have literally walked in the door 10 minutes ago to sit down and tape this. And my daughter has her first day of school tomorrow in 6th grade in about 6 hours. So I have to get up in about 5 hours and get everything ready for her first day of school. So I am hurting in a big way. So if there was ever a day where I was like, man, maybe I just do the podcast tomorrow, but I can't because tomorrow is going to be chaos for me. So I don't have time to do the podcast in the morning. And frankly, I'm back on Pacific Coast time. So that means I can't do this. You're probably going to hear the cat in the background. The cat has been being cat sat, and he's not happy about the fact that he's been getting watched by other people. And so his owners, my daughter and I, are home. And so he's furious and been crying for the last half an hour, whatever, 15 minutes or so, and he wants to come into the room. So you may hear the cat today. So just crazy. You're seeing the Oasis shirt. This is the shirt that I bought. I was there last night, like technically last night, which is crazy to stop and think about it. I was there on Saturday night, and the Oasis show was incredible. If you want full breakdown pictures, everything, go to my Instagram account at Sports Talk Matt on Instagram. You can see everything for the Oasis show and look at my Instagram stories, and it's all on there. So you can see pictures and video and everything else of the show. So it was super fun. Whole trip was amazing to Scotland. What a gorgeous country. Just an awesome trip on every level for everything except the travel. Once we hit the States, got to Boston, and then everything went to crap, unfortunately. So everything was running smoothly. 6-hour flight from Edinburgh over to Boston, and then Boston just complete and total chaos. And so that's what happened tonight. It was supposed to be much easier. It was all working, and then Boston, typical JetBlue with Boston, and just everything just fell apart. So that's why we're here incredibly late, and everyone's banged up. So without further ado, I've got 2 baseball plays. We're going to play bets on the podcast. Before we left, we went 10-0. We got to correct the official scorecard, by the way, because I didn't see it till tonight. There's a mistake. The Reds game was marked incorrect. The Reds game was washed out. That Reds game that got played at Bristol Motor Speedway, the Reds lost that game, but that bet does not carry over. It got washed out. So you got to rebet it. I did not rebet it. We bet it one day. We did not rebet it. So that's got to get taken out. We went 2-0 in player props. The official record scorecard says 1-1. So we got to fix that. So we've done really well in baseball. We're up, like, I think in totality, including baseball player props, I think we're now up about 15 units on the year. So things have been really well. So you guys who have been crying, saying it's the predictable, boring podcast, it's just the same as a baseball podcast. Well, look, we've got football back, and we'll get into college football. We'll get into preseason football. But at the moment, baseball's rolling. So why the heck are we stopping? Like, we're not going to stop. We're going to keep going here with this. Podcast is up about 25 units for the year now. So we're not changing anything. If you're bored by it, I apologize, but that's not the name of the game here. Okay. Name of the game here is try to win. And so if you're bored by winning, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe don't bet. Maybe you shouldn't be gambling. Maybe you just want to go and watch a movie. Like, maybe betting's not for you. I don't know. So that is where we are here. Up big, 2 plays today. And look, you hear my voice and you hear my headspace, okay? These are plays I've made when I sat down here about 5 minutes ago. So, like, hopefully we continue. But, like, it's a little bit on the, like, feel side of things for me. I've been literally overseas. So I've been 8 hours ahead of Las Vegas for the last week. But before I give you the picks for the podcast, and remember, 2 player props on the BettingPros app will be put out during the day. BettingPros app, go to the App Store, download it, search at Sports Talk Matt, or go to bettingpros.com/Matt to see it at some point during the day on yesterday or today before the games get going here on a Monday. And there's some really big games in baseball today, from really cool games that we'll get into here in just 1 second. But first and foremost, our friends at Omaha Steaks are back. It is time for the Summer Sizzle promotion that's been going on. Now, For nights like tonight, if I was cooking dinner tonight, it would be amazing to have Omaha Steaks in the freezer rather. Just go ahead and grab it, throw it on the grill. Something quick and easy, nothing to worry about. Great meal for the family in a very quick and easy way. It's grass-fed, it's grain-finished, it's extra-aged, it's USDA-certified tender steaks, burgers, and so much more. And right now, during the anniversary sale for Omaha Steaks, you can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, Daily Juice listeners, you guys get an extra $35 off with the promo code JUICE at checkout. Now, these guys have been with us for a while. You have supported the Daily Juice. You have supported our sponsors, and you supported Omaha Steaks, namely because I think you guys know the quality of the meat that can be in your freezer, that can be delivered right to your door, that you guys can have it whenever you need it. And it's the end of the summer. It's August. For my kid, she goes back to school today. For a lot of you guys, you got a couple of weeks left of summer. Great time to get in there. Great time to do this, to get the grill rolling and spending some last couple of really fun hours for you and your family outdoors around the grill, celebrating the summer. Omaha Steaks has been America's butcher since 1917. You just can't get beef like this anywhere else in the world. Visit omahasteaks.com for a 50% off site-wide during their anniversary sale, and for an extra $35 off, use the promo code JUICE at checkout. That's 50% off at omahasteaks.com and an extra $35 off with the promo code JUICE at checkout. See site for details. Okay, let's get into talking here about the two games today. Red Sox and the Astros. Let's come back with the Red Sox and Astros play. Garrett Crochet on the mound for the Red Sox. Christian Javier is going to start. He hasn't started in forever for this team. He's been on the 60-day IL. Whenever a pitcher comes back, I tend to like to fade a pitcher who has not pitched since May. And so it's been a while, missed all of June, all of July, now here into August. But the Astros are hot. Their bats are hot. The Astros went to the Yankees and took 2 out of 3. They scored 7 runs yesterday, 7-1. They scored 7, 4, and 5 runs up against the Yankees on the road. They now come back home where they have Carlos Correa, and guess who is playing third base for Boston? That would be Alex Bregman. So in a Crochet game, I think the initial thought is, okay, bet Boston. They've lost 2 games in a row. Red Sox are 3-0 against the Astros. But a couple of things that concern me a little bit. The Astros have been, we bet the Astros 10-1 to win the World Series. You know how I feel about the Astros. And Javier scares me, though. I'm not going to lie. Javier pitching, I'm afraid for the Astros here, because I do think Boston's bats are going to get to them, and they're going to score with that short porch in left field. I think Boston will score. We've seen, the right-handed power bats for Boston have been red hot. Namely, Trevor Story has been great for the Red Sox, as well as Alex Bregman. Jared Duran has been great with Boston over the last month. Rafaela has been hot as well. So Abreu, although he's a lefty, he's a guy that can hit the other way. He can take advantage of the Crawford boxes at left field for this game for the Astros, or for the Red Sox against the Astros. So on the other side, Altuve has hit 21 home runs, 63 RBIs. They get Correa back in this lineup, which is huge. They haven't, so many guys are banged up for the Astros. It's ridiculous, the number of players that they have, namely Yordan Alvarez on the 60-day IL with the hand injury has been the biggest loss for them, but they've been able to scrape and scrap. And when it comes to hitting left-handed pitchers, the Astros are one of the best in Major League Baseball. Astros have a .261 batting average. It's 5th best in Major League Baseball up against lefties. They also have driven in a bunch of runs as well up against lefties. So my theory for the Red Sox is that we know they like to score against bad pitching, and I'm not sure Javier is going to be great, but the total is 7.5. I got even money. I think the Astros will get to Crochet. I think he'll give up a couple of runs here, and I think it's 2 or 3 runs that he'll wind up giving up to this Astros team on the road. He's given up 2 earned runs in his last 2 starts to the Royals and the Dodgers. So I think we're talking 2 or 3 runs given up here, and I think the Red Sox have a shot to keep this, keep the ball rolling in the right direction in starts done by Garrett Crochet. They've won on the run line. They've won 6 straight games, and they are 5-1 on the run line when Garrett Crochet pitches. So I don't mind a Red Sox. Go ahead and bet the Red Sox on the run line. I'm just a little bit concerned about it just because the Astros are really good as home dogs and they're plus 150. It's a really big price on a team that's 35-24 on the road at home against a Red Sox team that's 26-32 on the road. So, like, I think you would take a shot with the Astros on the money line. That's not horrible. Or even take the Astros at plus 1.5 runs. That's only minus 120. I don't mind that. I think the best bet's going to be the over. I think the bullpens give up some runs. I think both teams score. I think it's a 5-3, 5-4, 6-3 type final here. I'm going to go ahead and take the over. Even money. Over Red Sox and the Astros. Over 7.5 at even money. Bet number 2, we're going to the Brewers, who have been so good to us. We've hit 3 straight bets before the vacation for the Brewers. It's Andrew Heaney going against Jose Quintana at home. The Brewers are 39-20 at home. The Pirates are 17-39 on the road. It's too expensive to bet them on the money line, but the last 2 wins for the Brewers, 4-2 and 9-3. Andrew Heaney, a lefty, has not been great, all right? He's lost 2 straight, and he lost 5 out of 6 for games started by Andrew Heaney. He gave up only 1 earned run in his loss to the Giants in his last time out, 4-2. 17-16 against the Rockies. He only gave up 3 earned runs. The bullpen was awful. At home against Arizona, he wasn't bad. 2-0. He was 5 innings, no earned runs, but that was the only win for the last 6 games for Andrew Heaney. 7-2, 12-3, 9-3, 4-2. When the Pirates have lost, well, they've lost every game but 1 on the run line when Andrew Heaney is pitching. On the road, the Pirates haven't been good. Andrew Heaney has a 6.55 and a 1-6 record on the road, an opposing batting average of 267. He's going up against a absolute blisteringly hot team in the Brewers who just keep on rolling. They have a 6-game lead on the Cubs. Do you remember when we were talking about the Brewers and we have the 27-1 ticket on the Brewers to win the World Series? Well, they've won 9 games in a row. And even though they came back and beat the Mets, they didn't cover the run line, but they just keep on rolling, and they're at home. They've won 3 straight games on this home stand, all against the Mets, 3-2, 7-4, 7-6. The Pirates stink. It's even money. I don't really understand why we're looking at even money on the run line here with Quintana pitching. 5-4, 16-9 the last 2 starts, so 1-1 on the run line for him. 6-5, 3-2 against the Dodgers. 3-2 loss to the Mets, a 7-4 loss to Miami, so maybe that's why the numbers aren't great there, but in a 4.91 ERA for Quintana is not great with a 2-3 record, but this is just go ahead and bet the streaks and go ahead and take the even money. I think it's just too good not to come in and take the even money. Even money, run line. Brewers over the Pirates for 1.1 units. Our plays for Monday. Brewers, run line, even money, 1 unit. Red Sox, Astros, over 7.5, even money, 1 unit. 2 Major League Baseball player props hits you on the BettingPros app later on today or on bettingpros.com/Matt. Sorry to cut this a little short, but I got to go get some rest. This has been a crazy day. It's good to be back. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the DMs and the messages and for following along. For those of you guys that were wondering where the podcast was, I told you like 8,000 times I was going on vacation, but we're back. We have surgery, unfortunately, coming up in 3 weeks, but from now until surgery, we are rolling with another episode every day, wherever you guys get your podcasts. It is the Daily Juice.